I just wanted to hear more of that song, Sergio.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Shades of Vladimir Klitschko as well. Used to come in and look like a machine entering the ring in Germany. Former heavyweight champion of the world in Madrimov. 350 amateur wins. 4 now in the pro ranks, and a very dangerous contender at 154 pounds.
San Antonio Boxing Hall of Famer Rafael Ramos. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA Super Welterweight Eliminator. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the multicolored trunks and standing with his head trainer, Raul Rodriguez. He scaled 153.2 pounds. His professional record, 29 victories against 9 defeats. He has 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando de San Feliz, Venezuela, introducing Charlie Navarro. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands with his head trainer, Joel Diaz. He wears the white with the red trim. He also scaled at already 153.2 pounds. This highly decorated amateur southpaw now boasts a perfect professional record. 4 fights, 4 victories, all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Khiva, Uzbekistan. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the esteemed and highly regarded, reigning and undefeated WBA Intercontinental Super Welterweight Champion, Исроил the Dream Mадримов.
Viene. Let's go. You received the pre-fight instruction, recibiste las instrucciones. Protect yourself, protégete todo el tiempo. Give me a clean fight, una pelea limpia. Good luck, buena suerte. Thank you.
Madrimov, danger in both hands. Can hit you, knock you out with either side. Again, already world class, world ranked. This is a title eliminator. Again, there's a lot of belts out there. It's been a tumultuous year at super welterweight. Jason Rosario upsetting Julian J. Rock Williams. Jermall Charlo avenged his loss to Tony Harrison. Jarrett Hurd is off a recent win. I know Madrimov's camp, Sergio, they believe Erislandy Lara is the best guy at 154. He's not the champ, but they say we will accept any offers. How about that?
Now, we asked him, who do you think is the best at 154? And without hesitation, he said, with a translator, Erislandy Lara.
Yeah, Lara. And that means stay away from Lara. I mean, Lara's still a cute fighter, and he doesn't have a belt. But I was just surprised just to hear them saying, no. I said, you mean Jason Rosario? You mean Jermall Charlo? You take them on? They said, yeah, we'll accept any fight. The next year, we want those fights. He's 4-0. I mean, I know he's got 350 amateur wins, but it just seemed a little fast for me. Good hook there by Madrimov.
And we asked Joel Diaz, why the rush? He says, well, if you take your time with boxers with so much experience, they burn out, and that's absolutely true. So you want to move them fast. They've already faced every type of style with 300-400 amateur fights.
So they want to make the move very soon. Navarro in here to give him some tough rounds. Joel Diaz also saying that, hey, Navarro's tough. He's got a sneaky left hook, gives you a lot of feints. They like the experience. They'd like to get some rounds in. Want to see their man tested. They believe in him. They believe in his championship caliber, and they'd like to see him do some real work. And you will get to see him go orthodox, go left-handed. Look at the foot feints. There's a lot of class and style, Sergio. Dynamite right hand by Madrimov.
No, he's scary. He has danger in both hands, yes, but he has fast feet. He's nifty. He's swift. He doesn't stand in front of their opponent. And look at his body frame. I mean, look at his traps and his shoulders. He has a muscular frame. It's like a perfect boxer's body. Yeah,
you would expect to see a guy with that build stand right in front of you and trade, but he's able to turn lefty and throw a beautiful right-hand jab. He is shifting his weight, moving his feet, dancing. That is not the body type of a guy to do dancing. And look at that shift. He puts himself into gear and he feels the rhythm. His amateur record, ultimately now, they don't know exactly, but 350 wins, about 15 losses. About.
Incredible. Madrimov is trying to set up an overhand left. He's trying to get his opponent to bite right now with straight left hands to the chest, to the torso, to the body, to get him to bite, to block that left hand, to come around the guard of Navarro.
That was a good counter right by Navarro just before to get Madrimov's attention, but he is springing to the right, throwing that left hook. So he is showing the arsenal right now. He's got a full repertoire. Changes back to orthodox again, fires out and back and forth. This is what I expected to see from Julio Cesar Martinez.
No, this is a lot more artistic. He's switching back and forth, lefty to righty, but he's doing it dancing, having fun in there, Madrimov. Martinez does it more workmanlike.
Trying to break in too is what he does. Madrimov has that type of power, and that is just a very interesting first round from Исроил Мадримов.
Good work, Исроил. Hey, remember, feints, but use your jab. Jab, back, 1, 2, jab, and then you're getting hooked. Understand, right? Okay. Sounds good.
Practícame el bendy que practicamos. Tira el bendy que practicamos.
Throw what we practice. Straight shot.
No tires cabeza. ¿Para qué?
Don't lean with your head.
Imagine being Charlie Navarro. You're 40 years old, and you have this killer dancing around you like that, shifting, jabbing with both hands. You know, on the drop of a dime, can just flip back to the other side. Just a fascinating first round, and as I mentioned, Julio Cesar Martinez is an innovative fighter. He is coming up later on. He's the WBC flyweight champion. He can hit you with either side, and he will change from orthodox to left-handed in mid-combination, and that is kind of what we're seeing Madrimov do right now. He is showing off his skill.
Madrimov does it a little bit more stylish than Martinez, but both still effective. Expect Madrimov to land something over the top right now. He's already invested trying to get Navarro's hands to drop and elbows in, so expect him to come around the guard of Navarro.
So he's going to the body and just he's going to use that weight for the hands to come down?
No, he's setting him up. He's setting Navarro up. And he's, see that straight right hand right there? He's setting him up for an over top.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
no.
No, he is.
I know.
He is.
That's what I said.
Absolutely. He's setting him up, Brian. No.
We're running back the tape. Good hook! And Navarro's hurt. Madrimov goes to the body immediately. Navarro had to recover against the ropes.
Madrimov turning southpaw right here.
Just flicking off that right-handed jab and coming in with a hard hook. Madrimov can hurt you in so many ways. Takes a good long look at Navarro, who is already stunned. Nice combination by Madrimov. Navarro tries to fight back and gain himself some space.
Navarro felt that left hand to the body.
And a right hand to the head. Orthodox again, and he creates more openings for himself. Madrimov constantly moving his feet, moving his head, moving his hands, and hitting with power. That's the added benefit of all this.
No, he's mesmerizing his opponent with his foot shots upstairs.
Navarro able to find him downstairs with the right hand. Madrimov winging wildly and missing.
That's the shot I was expecting him to land, because he's setting him up. He's mesmerizing Navarro with the shot looping like that.
Shifting and flipping over to the other side, and yet showing a very nice right jab. Which is better jab, Sergio, right-handed or left-handed?
I think it has to be right, but with footwork like that, you can punch from any angle. He's athletic, and it looks like he's having fun in there.
Clean, come on, stay back.
Now Navarro is hurt. They haven't stopped him yet, but he's going to get away after sportsmanship. He got hit in the eye. You can continue on there. Rafael Ramos. It was Madrimov really just showing sportsmanship. Did not chase down Navarro there. He could have hit him.
No, he could have hit him, and he stopped the punch halfway. Very classy move by Madrimov, but yeah, he could have did what Floyd Mayweather did with Victor Ortiz right there. Referee didn't stop it. Wing away.
Let's get to Steve Smoger, again, our Hall of Fame referee, who's here. What do you think of that, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you, Rafael, he gave him a real break there. He could have stopped that fight. He could have waved it off because Charlie turned his back to some degree. But as a veteran referee, he wanted to continue. I think Rafael did the right thing.
I mean, the way he went to his eyes, Steve, it looked like he was claiming there was a foul committed or something along those lines, wouldn't you think?
Exactly. No question about it. And that would have given Rafael the ability and the right to stop that fight. But I'm glad he didn't.
I'm glad he didn't as well. Steve Smoger, thank you very much. I'm also glad that Madrimov thought, I don't want to knock this guy out this way. I want to knock him out my way.
No, that's not the way he wants to win. Absolutely. Very classy move. And look what Madrimov did right there. He pushed him off with the shoulder. And I don't know if that's what Navarro was complaining about, but that was an illegal move. But it was very tricky.
And yet, again, just the class of Madrimov going in saying, no, this guy's turned his back. Something is with his eye. I can wait. I'm going to knock this guy out, but I want to do it the right way. So kudos to Исроил Мадримов. Didn't just jump in and seize the advantage, which he would have been well within his rights to do. Main event is later tonight. Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas. Should be a very good fight. The return of Mikey Garcia, one of the top fighters in the world, pound for pound, coming off his first professional loss. See if he can bounce back tonight. Picked a tough guy to do it against in Jesse Vargas, who's been in there with Manny Pacquiao, Tim Bradley, some of the biggest names in the sport. Madrimov jumping in and winging, trying to make things happen. Good hook there by Navarro. Navarro's going to have to do something here, Sergio, just to keep Madrimov from pot-shotting him.
No, and he's doing it this round. I see Charlie Navarro actually trying to time the Madrimov's onslaught. He's coming in. See, like right there, he threw a check hook right there, missed, but he's trying to time Madrimov coming in. Because whenever you're dealing with a fighter that moves around with his feet so much, canvas to land those shots and be so effective. So if you can catch him coming in with his feet off the canvas, it's really very effective.
Navarro does come into this fight off a win. His feet slip underneath him there for a moment, and he answers back nicely with a combination. He did beat a previously unbeaten Johan Gonzalez in an 11-round split decision.
And he beat another undefeated fighter right before that in Damian Rodriguez. So he's coming off 2 undefeated wins. Now he has the 3rd undefeated fighter in front of him. It's a little different with Исроил Мадримов.
What about an 11-round split decision? Sergio, you didn't bite on that. 11-round split decision.
I never heard of that.
Neither did I. Evidently, in different places in the world, they do that. If you want to avoid a draw, it's a good thing to do, right? You fight 11, you can't fight 13. Make it 11.
Championship round.
Round 3 here. Исроил Мадримов in the white trunks with the Dream. Charlie Navarro in the black multicolored trunks.
Look, see, Navarro, every time that Madrimov punches, Navarro's looking for a shot. So Madrimov can't just get off his 2-3 shots because, look, he's punching right in between the shots, Navarro is.
Good counter right hand as well, Sergio. Trying to battle back and get back in this fight. At least earn some respect from the younger man.
And there's a lot of time left. I mean, there's a 3rd round in a 10-round fight. So, you know, whenever you're dealing with a veteran like Navarro, you know you got a lot of time to work.
Another nice lead right jab from the southpaw stance by Madrimov. Final seconds of this fight. Coming up later, yeah, we mentioned we've got one of the top 10 heavyweights in the world in that red-hot division. There is Joseph Parker, 26-2. He's been in with the best in the world. That's him on the left. Taking on Shondell Winters, 39 years old. A guy who got into the boxing game. Count himself, tough opponent. Parker looking just to get back in the ring, Sergio. He had to deal with a spider bite. Lost a fight, couldn't seize the momentum. Again, I mentioned he's been in with Anthony Joshua, Dillian White. He has a win over Andy Ruiz, and before Anthony Joshua recently avenged his loss, he was the only one to beat Andy Ruiz as a pro. This is a classy heavyweight that wants to get back into the mix.
No, he has you missed Carlos Takam as well. He has an excellent resume, BK, and that's the reason he's one of the top. He wants to become more of a puncher and prove that he can hurt these guys at this big size, big weight.
If you're in Madrimov's corner, Sergio, would you like to see the tactics he's been utilizing to continue or to fight more conventionally?
No, I think he's setting him up. Madrimov is setting up Navarro for something big over the top, and he's doing that by jabbing and sticking him to the chest and to the body. I think he's just going to take a couple of more rounds to land those looping shots that he missed in that last third round. But they will land, Brian. As long as you're investing to the body with shots like that and going downstairs, you will catch a man off guard sooner or later.
I just wonder, like, you know, I like that he's innovative. I like that this is his boxing personality, and he is thinking it through, and he shows a lot of dimension. I wonder if you're better off conventionally, sometimes simplifying things, because right now that's what he's doing. Fighting straight up, orthodox, and throwing a ton of shots. Navarro able to move his head to stay on his feet.
He caught Navarro with an overhand right that he's been trying to time him with, but back to the body with the stabbing shots now.
That is the other dimension of Madrimov. Is look, he's playing the role of the boxer at this point, but he comes in with the leaping left hook, but he wants to slug, and when he gets him hurt, he will attack with both hands. Another good jab on the way in with the right hand. I've just noticed, I mean, even though he'll fight orthodox, I think most of the time, that right jab when he's from the southpaw stance seems to be doing the snapping of the head.
That's a power jab. He's jumping in with it, but he's so athletic that he's able to get away with it. He jumps in, both feet are off the canvas when he lands that punch like that. And he's very, very agile, very impressive.
Likes to throw that hook as he's shifting his feet to get added power on it. Throwing a shot as he walks in as well. He's hitting Navarro in all sorts of ways. Another spring to the side by Madrimov. Extremely impressive. Cuffed him there. Navarro goes down. Rafael Ramos ruling that a slip. No knockdown, although I wonder about that. He did hit him, and then he went down. Hard hook. Navarro is withering under this incredible assault.
I was going to say that, Brian. I caught that punch, a right hook land before that knockdown.
Yeah. Oh, hard right hand. Let's see if Navarro can even finish this round. There's 40 seconds left. If we get a chance, we'll go to Steve Smoger and ask him about that. And we'll certainly get another look at it. But I'm not sure if Navarro's going to finish. Is putting it into fifth gear.
No, Madrimov is definitely looking for the stoppage around. Navarro is looking at the body language is a little bit more like he's relenting. Right? It's those body shots right there that are taken away from Navarro.
Navarro, a tough veteran, but he is 40 years old, and Madrimov is emptying the magazine on him right now.
And doing it from different angles, not standing in front of Navarro.
Of this round, as soon as it ends, we'll go back to that, what was ruled a slip from Charlie Navarro. Steve Smoger, why don't you help us through this? We go to Hall of Fame referee Steve Smoger, because I saw a cuffing shot and then he went down. What do you think of that, Steve?
Well, you know, it's instantaneous. Rafael is a veteran referee. In his immediate view, he believed it to be a force by a push as opposed to the punch.
And it looks like he was correct, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, cuffed him on the back.
Exactly.
Was not a legal punch in a legal spot. And he put him down.
Push.
Yep.
Yeah. Excellent call by Rafael.
Absolutely. Steve Smoger, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was hard to see in real time. Ramos nailed it. Got it absolutely correct.
I love seeing that. See, from the angle we were looking at it, it looked like a punch, but that's why there's 3 referees around this canvas.
It's almost the sound that could throw you off, Sergio, because he cuffed him, but you heard the whomp, and then you saw him go down, and you're thinking, wait, hit him in the head, he went down.
And you see the combinations that Madrimov was landed before that.
Rafael Ramos, the referee, outstanding call there. No knockdown, but Исроил Мадримов in the white trunks, just with a spectacular performance so far in the 4 rounds. Showing all of his skill, moving his head, moving his feet, dancing, boxing, but then slugging when he gets in close. Blistering right hand. That hook was blocked by Navarro.
And not for nothing, but Joel Diaz in Madrimov's corner, they were expecting this from Charlie Navarro. They expected him to go a couple of rounds because Navarro's sneaky, he's tough, he's experienced. So they wanted these rounds, and they got to watch out for the left hook, they were saying as well. Because anytime Madrimov is throwing a combination, Navarro shots.
There's a lead left hand that we saw a few seconds ago by Madrimov. And those are hard shots, as you would say, Sergio, like a power shot. Because sometimes you flick it out there, other times you hit it hard. Navarro, good body shot.
Yeah, it was.
Follows up with the right hand. And this is why Diaz and the Madrimov camp liked Navarro in this fight, knowing he's going to be a tough man. Sergio, let me ask you, your thoughts on, let's say, Jason Rosario, Jermell Charlo, who are the leading titleists, the champions at this weight class. What would you advise the Madrimov people to do in terms of chasing one of those titles? Like how soon or how long?
They want them right now.
I know, what about you? I'm wondering, is he ready for that? I don't know.
He is so complicated and talented as a fighter. I think he'll give anybody problems, from Charlo to the names you just mentioned. So he'll be a headache for anybody at the top of the super welterweight.
But would he win? You don't want to be a headache. You want to win. Would he win?
That's a good point. I would have to edge out the champions because they've already been in that championship level and experience. And whenever you can't control 3 minutes of a fight, I mean, yeah, you can look good in spurts, but when you're dealing with champions like that, fighting behind a jab, it's definitely going to be harder.
Yeah, I was wondering what you thought, because my thought is not quite yet. Maybe it's not far. Maybe it's 10 months away. Maybe it's 12 months away. I'm just thinking now, I'm having just seen Rosario over J-Rock, having seen Charlo against Tony Harrison, which was a dynamite fight. Even Jarrett Hurd, who's, high level.
Yeah, Brian, but whenever you get to the championship level, you know that you're not going to get mesmerized and hypnotized by the footwork. You know a jab to the chest is going to stop that. Double and triple up the jabs to the chest and the body. That's how you slow down a fighter like Madrimov.
I mean, it's not going to be long, but again, Madrimov, only 4 professional fights. This is number 5. And we are wowed by the skill. But I'm just wondering if he's ready for the champions right now. His people feel that he is. Navarro goes down, also a slip, and we're through 5.
How do you feel? Feel good? Okay. Hey, tell him that this guy doesn't want no more. All you need to do is work more, and he's finished. All you need is let go of your punches a little more, and that's it. Guys don't want to fight no more. Hey, come on. Let's go, Israel. Finish this guy. Okay? Let's go. Water. Here. Come on. Go to work. Okay?
2 different punches from 2 different stances. Right here, there's that jab just to set up the over-the-top right hand. That's what I've been telling Brian, that he's been looking for that shot the entire time, and now it lands. And now here he is, different stance. He's a hand back to orthodox. I mean, it's very hard if you're a fighter to anybody that's switching stance so quickly.
Seconds out, let's go.
Yeah, that was the word that Joel Diaz used. He's complicated. He is complicated. He can hit you in so many different ways, different angles. Whoops, slips on his own trying to come out of his corner. A lot of liquid there in the corner after he gets a drink. Round number 6. Исроил Мадримов in the white trunks. Charlie Navarro in the red and multicolored. Joseph Parker, New Zealand, one of the top 10 heavyweights in the world, coming up next against Shondell Winters of Chicago. But Madrimov is, look, he's a top contender already. If you are one of those top super welterweights I mentioned, you are certainly not eagerly anticipating a brawl with this fellow. Let's put it that way. Even if you're Jason Rosario or Jermell Charlo saying, no, I beat this guy, you're thinking, I'm in for a rough. That's for sure.
Madrimov is going back to the body and the chest, trying to look for that overhand left, trying to get Navarro to block those shots just to come around the top. He senses the end is near Madrimov. There it is.
Wild hooking left. He throws a left hook from the southpaw stance. Normally you're supposed to throw the right hook from the southpaw stance, but he loves to throw that hook, and he gets his whole body behind it, Sergio. You can see it coming a mile away, but when he brings the wood the way he does, it's still hard to stop.
It's very hard to stop, especially when you're switching your feet so fast, coming from different angles. It's hard to stop angles, Brian.
Another right hook snaps the head back on Charlie Navarro.
I think the end is near for Navarro. He's been tough, but the body language is telling me a little something different.
I think you're right. Ramos is taking a closer look now. Madrimov is in. He's got full energy. Navarro trying to fight out of the corner. Body shot, absorbs that. Now to the head, jabbing to the head, staying active. Madzrimov could be close to stopping this fight. Misses with the hook. Active with the he is not letting him breathe for a second, Sergio.
He's not letting him think. He's letting him. He's baiting him with feints. Feints are keeping Navarro from punching right here.
Oh, good hard body shot, and down goes Navarro. Brutal body shot by Madzrimov.
I don't think he's getting up just by the facial expression. Navarro, and he's up. Navarro's in pain.
He's in pain, but he's very game. He steps back up and right back into the line of fire. Madzrimov again, Navarro down again, and it is being waved off. Rafael Ramos has seen enough, and a big backflip by the Dream, and his 5th professional win, and his 5th knockout.
The end was near, and Madzrimov closed the show. I mean, that was an overall impressive performance. Got some rounds in. And
body shots. Let's go back and take a look. There's Madzrimov, and here he is, the first knockdown of that round. See, wailing in with that hook to the body.
And like I mentioned, his feet come off the ground, but it's hard to stop because he's so athletic. Usually, you can check him from coming in if his feet are coming off the ground like that. But Madzrimov is just so gifted, so talented with his footwork that he's able to get away with it.
Showed a lot of guts to get up off the ground. I know you were looking at him, Sergio, and you thought he's not getting up, and he proved, no, I'm going to get back on my feet. But there was nowhere to go against this guy.
Because I know how painful those body shots are, and credit to Navarro for getting up. But yeah, the end was near, and Madzrimov closed the show.
Let's go back to the ring and David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rafael Ramos calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage took round number 6. Your winner by TKO. He's now the winner of the WBA 154-pound super welterweight eliminator. He's still undefeated from Khiva, Uzbekistan, Israel, the Dream Madzrimov.
Outstanding performance by Исроил Мадримов. Showed off all the skills, showed the fire, showed still the hunger, power. Finishes off Charlie Navarro.